Hi, it's Zeo from zeoshihan.com, and today I'm talking to you about releasing deep emotions, releasing intense emotions also. When you're triggered, when you're reactive, when something has come up to the surface, it's explosive, it's intense, what do you do? So I just wanted to put together a short video, and first of all, I'll talk about three principles that we need to understand, and then about the four elements that I include in the technique that I personally apply. And the three elements are this, first of all, try not to understand, try just to release, to let off some steam in the best possible way without creating harm to yourself or anybody else. So whether you scream in your car, you scream into a pillow, whether you punch and smash your mattress, or you do that underwater if you can go swimming somewhere, that's sometimes a good way to do it. If not, you might have to go jogging, you might have to just jump up and down and shake your arms wildly, whatever works for you, right? So sometimes just letting off some steam in with body movement is a great method to not go deeper into the emotion. And as Buddha says, anger can be the cause for more harm or for more negative karma, because in anger a lot of mistakes and a lot of unwise choices are usually made. So it's better to just let it out in a healthy way. So that's number one. And the principle here is always open the valve, let off some steam so you don't explode. Before you explode, try to release some of that. The second principle is this: we're aiming to come back into the neutral position, and from there then to open the heart. So opening the heart is important because as an energetic gateway, it allows you to release more easily old energy that is wanting to leave you, and to receive new energy that is going to help you. And the third principle is this: before you then think about what has happened, what it's all about, what you're going to do, what's the best possible decision, fill yourself with more high quality energy, with some light from your spirit, in whichever way you do that. So these are the three principles. Let's come to the technique itself. Of course, immediately call for the violet light, the transformative, transmuting quality of the universe. Whether you do that directly, you just call for it, you remember that it exists, or whether you do it via the spiritual beings that manage that particular energy, Saint Germain, Archangel Zadkiel, Amethyst, etc. It's totally up to you. It doesn't really matter. As long as you remember this energy exists, I'm going to call it in immediately, number one. Number two, we are going to use mudra, sound, and movement. So the mudra is like this. So it is putting your pointer finger on top of, the ring finger on top. I'm getting it all wrong. Putting the middle finger on top of the pointer finger as so, and then touching the ring finger with your thumb. So for me, this is my release mudra. I kind of just got it on my own. It's my unique little thing. Maybe it works for you, maybe not. But that's what I do when I've let off the steam, and I'm now continuing to the second stage of the technique. Part of this is then putting out your tongue, not just a little bit, not just like that, but really putting the tongue out fully and making the sound ah. Ah and tongue out helps to open the heart meridian, and that is extremely useful because you're actually clearing the pathway of energy that otherwise will keep things locked up into your aura. So now you're making this weird gesture, you're making this weird sound. And the third step is then to change the tonality of the ah. So maybe you go ah, ah, ah. So you get the picture, right? So you commit to 5 minutes of this exercise, or however long it takes until you feel better. The last part of the technique, the movement, is actually rotating your eyes. And as you rotate your eyes, so you're basically making a big circle, imagining that there is something that you're following with your eyes, you're aiming to identify that part of your consciousness where the most stuck energy is. So I'm going to demonstrate. I know it looks horribly weird, ridiculous even, but it takes you into the space where you feel better. So here's the mudra. I'm just going to hold it up so you can see it one more time. And I'm going to put my tongue out. It's not so pretty. And using that sound with eye rotation, keeping the eyes at one point, wherever that may be, where the energy is most stuck. So you just stay there until you feel a bit of a loosening or a bit of a relief, and then you can continue with that circular movement. Here we go. So you could see through habit, I put my hands in front of my mouth when I'm yawning. That's how I was brought up. But the yawn is actually a sign that some energy is releasing out of my system. And I guarantee you do this with the violet light and you do this for a couple of minutes, you'll definitely feel more neutral than before. You may then still have to inquire in terms of your thoughts, interpretation of events, beliefs, the reason, the learning experience that is represented through your circumstances, all that kind of stuff. But this short technique should be extremely useful. I hope it's going to serve some of you. Thank you very much.